Welcome to Workplus, the podcast that shines a light on the people doing good work across Northern Ireland. I'm your host, Richard Kirk, founder of Workplus. I've spent years working with employers, schools, colleges and universities, helping young people and career changers to make better informed career decisions. Each week, I sit down with real people doing real jobs to explore how they got there, what they've learned, and why their work matters. If you're a parent, teacher, carer, or just curious about what good work looks like today, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Minister, so pleased that you've joined us today in podcast studio. Many of you people will know you as the Minister for the Economy, but what I'm interested to hear about today is what subjects did you enjoy at school?
It's funny because I'm not sure that I studied the subjects that I most enjoyed.
Okay.
I did sciences for A-level and I did them because I thought that they would be good for my career prospects. But I actually enjoy things like history, geography, French. I did actually study for A-level and I really enjoyed French. English, and I didn't actually take those subjects and study them, but I also really enjoyed the sciences. I obviously went on and did my degree, my PhD, and I wouldn't have had the career that I had if I hadn't just studied the subjects that I did. So yeah, it's a bit of a strange one.
Well, you sound like an all-rounder then. So in terms of those sciences then that you went on to do, did you do work experience while you were at school that helped you maybe rule things out or rule things in? So
I did work experience when I was in lower sixth, where I thought I wanted to do medicine. So I went and did my work experience in Altnagalvin, and yeah, it was a good work experience. I didn't obviously go on and do medicine. I studied molecular biology at university, but I enjoyed the opportunity to do that work experience. I think work experience is really important for young people for exactly the reason that you say. You know, you can rule something in or out. You see the reality of a job, maybe not what you think it is. I also had a part-time job when I was in school and I worked in a shop for years. So I had actual work experience as well, which I do think is important for young people too.
Yeah. And what were the sort of things that skills you developed while you were doing that work then in the shop?
Really important skills, people skills, the opportunity to be public facing and to, have the responsibilities even of like locking up a shop and stuff like that. I think that type of experience really stood to me. I think just the actual experience of having a job and, earning your own money to support, having a social life as a young person. I think that's really actually important as a kind of life skill
totally.
Yeah.
As important as the qualifications and those are things that you're continuing to use today as well. So was a PhD always something that you'd thought about doing after doing your... No,
never. Like I wouldn't even have had known when I was at university that particularly was a pathway that was open to me. So it was when I was doing my final year project, so my dissertation project in final year, I was working in a lab. Really enjoyed what I was doing, the practical opportunity to be in a lab and actually supporting PhD students, researchers, and it was only through that the opportunity to do a PhD became known to me, and I applied for a role in that lab. I applied for a DARD studentship, and I got both, and yeah, the rest is history.
Great. So now you made your way through politics and you're now the Minister for the Economy. What are some of the things that you're doing with your department now which are helping people to make better career decisions and maybe taking those next steps or a first step into a career, really?
Yeah, so skills and ensuring that there are opportunities for particularly young people, but people of all ages to gain new skills or upskill or reskill. That's something that I'm really passionate about, because those opportunities can change people's lives. They can shape people's lives, and they are really important in terms of trying to deliver economic benefits, which is obviously what my overall responsibility is. So it's something I'm really passionate about in terms of making sure that there are pathways for people from all backgrounds. So lots of people face barriers to work or employment or training for different reasons, and we need to try and support people through whatever those barriers might be. It's why I'm particularly passionate about apprenticeships, because I think that's a really good way for people to gain skills and experience in a job role, and to become qualified and to ultimately have a career path. So that's something that through the department we are putting a focus on. We are also putting a focus on people getting those opportunities to reskill through the likes of our Skill Up programme. So they're short courses that people can avail of, or other types of courses, and get new skills and have opportunities to take different career paths, as well as the more traditional investment in skills that people would expect. The support in our universities and colleges to deliver their programmes year after year. So there's an awful lot goes on in that kind of broader work area, and then supporting businesses and employers too to navigate that kind of skills landscape and make sure that they have the tie-in with our educational institutions and with the department as well.
Mm-hmm. It's brilliant to have those variety of. We often think of them as like products that people can choose depending on where they're coming from. Just as we come to close, really, we always ask question: what's so good about work? So for you, what is so good about the work that you're doing right now?
I think that the role that I do is a privilege to do. I feel very privileged to have this role, because I do have the opportunity to make a difference to people's lives, and that's something that certainly makes me want to come to work every day. So that's what I would say would be good about work.
Brilliant. That's a great place to finish. Thank you so much, Minister, for joining us today. I wish you all the best for the rest of this mandate, and thank you for all the work that you're doing.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to Workplus. If today's story gave you fresh perspective or helped you rethink what's possible, leave us a review on your favourite podcast platform or hit like and subscribe. It really does make a big difference. For more stories, resources, and tools to help guide the next generation, visit workplus.app. Until next time.